Hi, ladies. I hope you're having a good week so far. I know some of y'all started school this week, and it's a little different this year. But just like school, we have to adapt ballet to that too. So, this is going to be a little different as well, but we're going to try to have some fun with it. Okay? Especially this class, I'm going to try to push y'all a little bit. So, even though I can't see you, I want you to try really hard, okay? The very first thing that we have to do always is stretches. So, you find a spot on the floor. You put your foot out in front of put your feet out in front of you. Reach up high. Remember, you're trying to reach all the way to your toes, but as far as you can is fine, just as long as your legs are on the ground, because otherwise you're not getting a full stretch. So reach and we hold. Our legs should kind of feel like they're burning in the back. Up. And hold. Up. And hold. One more time. Up. And hold. Good. Alright. Butterfly stretches. Remember, you put your feet together. Put them together like that. Don't hold them, because that might hurt your ankles to do that. But remember, the whole time that we're talking during this, you are actually moving your legs, and be sure you are trying to move them up and down, because you're trying to stretch your hip muscles, you're stretching a good chunk of your leg muscles, all that jazz, okay? So, today I am outside for our class. There's a lot of butterflies around here, so while we're doing butterfly stretches, I get a little bit of inspiration for that. Trying to think about where would I fly to if I was a butterfly right now. I think I would fly to Alaska. Why would I fly to Alaska? Because it's a little cooler there, and I think we could all use something a little cooler for August, don't you think? Where would you fly to? Wish I could hear your answers. Alright, so we've done that. We're going to take our arm, we're going to reach over, you're going to grab it right here, you're going to hold it till it pulls right here in the upper part of your arm. Then you're going to switch. Be sure that you hold your wrists out. You roll in your wrists. Then we're going to roll our ankles around like this. We're going to roll our ankles around like this. We're going to sit really tall with our backs, and we're going to look down. We're going to tilt our head to the side. Our head goes up, and we'll tilt it to the other side. We'll do it again. 3, 4, and then just make it go all the way around like this. Alright, you stand up. We're going to reach up high. And we have our legs out in second position. We're trying to touch the ground or reach as far as we can. We reach out towards each other. And we're going to reach over to one foot and hold it. Reach over to another foot and hold it. You're going to reach out to the side, up, and then back to the side, down, and stand up. We're going to have arms around to the back, and then arms come around to the front. Whew, all right, if you want to check it out, you can check it out. Okay, the very first thing that we usually do in class is we work at the bar. Now, what's the first thing that we do at the bar? Plies, right? Plie means to do what? To bend. And what are we bending? Our knees. So that's exactly what we're going to do. We're going to do a plie combination. Combination is just when you take a bunch of steps and you put them together. So we're going to say 1 demi-plie, 2 demi-plie, and then 3 grand plie. Okay? Same combination we've done before, and if you've been with me for any period of time, it's exactly what we've done every class that we've done bar. Okay? I have myself a chair to use for my bar. You can use a countertop, you can use a chair, you can use a couch, whatever is actually at about the height of your hip is probably what you need. Okay? Alright, so let's get started, shall we? What comes next when we're doing things at the bar in class? Tendus. Tendu means to what? To stretch our feet. Specifically, that's what tendu means in ballet, is to stretch our feet. Now, what's important to remember about tendus in ballet is, do we take our foot and point it and pick it up and put it there, or do we try to slide it and then point our foot? We try to slide it and point our foot because that's going to help us when we do jumps and things like that. Okay? All right. So follow along with me. I think we're going to do 4 tendus and then a plie, and we're going to do that en croix, which means in the shape of a cross. So we're going to go to the front, to the side, to the back, and then to the side again. I know we don't go that way. I mean, it's not actually a true cross, but we never actually do anything towards the bar, like with our foot towards the bar. It's always to the outside. All right, you ready? Let's try it. Now, what's something else that we do at the bar? We're going to do one more familiar thing before I show you something new, something we've not done before. We're going to do rond de jambes. What does rond de jambes mean? It means circle of the leg. Okay? And we don't do a full circle when we do rond de jambes. We do a little half circle. Okay? So, alright. Remember, rond de jambe looks like this. It's basically that we tendu front, and then we draw a little half circle on the ground all the way till our foot's in the back. Now remember, when your foot's in the back, your toe, the edge of your toe is what's on the floor. You don't have it bent in like this. No, that's bad. That means you're turning in. You want to turn out and have the edge of that toe, that big toe, on the floor in the back, okay? So then you bring it through to first. Again, then we're going to do it again. Another whole circle around, okay? I see how many times based on our music in a second, and then we're going to plie. We're going to releve. Releve means to rise on our toes. We're going to plie one more time, and then we'll be finished. Okay. Ready? Let's try it. For the things we've never done. Okay? We're going to do releves, just releves. And then after that, we're going to do dégagés. Dégagé means to disengage. It's like a little kick. Okay, but it's not an actual kick. You're going forward in a tendu and pushing off the floor. You're disengaging, which means separating, means coming off of the floor with your foot. Like that. Put your point in your toe. Okay? I'm going to show you that in just a second. But first, we're doing releves, and that's really easy. It's exactly what we just did in that one combination. We're just rising to our toes. Are your calves going to hurt? Yes. Is that okay? Yes. Because you're making your calves stronger. What you need to be sure that you do is in between your releves, you might do maybe 3 releves. You want to be sure that you plie, so you're stretching that calf back out the other direction, and you're not getting cramps in your legs, okay? So, follow along with me. Do we want to do a fun song for that one? How about... Once Upon a Dream. Yeah. All right. I've got my chair. I'm in first position facing my chair. My back is up really straight. Holding onto my chair. I'm going to plie. Then I'm going to rise up, down, up, down, up. Right now, you're just going back down to first position, don't plie. One more time now. Plie, demi-plie. Do it again. Turn a little bit. one more time. We're going to hold it for a second. Okay? Ready? Up. 1, 2, 3. Woo! Plie. Check it out. Woo. This should be giving our calves right here a workout. Okay. Now, we're going to do dégagés. Yes. Okay. You got it. Okay. Dégagés. Watch and learn because y'all have never learned this one. You're going to put your foot out in front of you and push it off the ground. Do you hear my foot dragging on the ground there? Really, you want it to get to where it's that. Like that. Okay. We're going to go 1, 2, 3, 4. Plie. And do the same thing on the side. We're not going to go to the back today because it's a little different. So we're just going to stick with side and front. Okay, when we go to the side, we look like this. Anytime that we do tendus, dégagés, anything to the side, you want to be sure that you see the inside of your foot. Because otherwise you're not turned out. You don't want it to look like this. I don't want to see the top part of your foot. Okay, I want to see the side. Alright? So let's follow along with me. First position, ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, side, 1, 2, 3, 4, plie, finish. Good, we're going to switch to the other side. We have to restart this. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yay. Finish. Good. Now, we're going to put our bars away. And we're going to do some things in the center of the floor. And then we'll do our across the floors. And then we'll be done. Alright, what's the first thing that we do when we're doing center stuff? I usually ask you about the 5 what? Positions of the feet. Okay? Do you remember them? We've been going over one when we've been doing the bar work. Were you paying attention? We have first position. When you're finding your first, you always want to start with your feet parallel and then open them up. There's first. Then you're going to have your arms around. That's first position. Now what's second position? Second position is when you stand with your feet apart and your arms out wide. Your feet are right under your shoulders. Be sure they're not all out here. No, get all crazy like that because then you're going to fall and you're not going to develop your muscles correctly. So, be sure shoulders, ankles. Got it? You can look at, if you're looking at me and your hands out in front of you, you should be able to see your fingers in the corners of your eyes. But if you see them out here in front of your eyes, it's too far forward. Okay? Now, third position. What do we do with third position? We point that one foot, bring it to the middle of the other foot. Arm comes around in front of us, other arm goes out. Got it? Fourth position's easy. Point that toe, tendu it in the front. Your arm comes up in front of you and the other arm goes over. Fifth position, all you gotta do is point that front foot, drag to get to the toe, back, and then bring your other arm up, and you make the shape of an O with your arms, and it is called an O. All right. And you're finished with that. The next thing that we're doing is working on bourrée turns. Y'all should know that really well, so we're not going to spend much time on that. And then changements. And then we'll move to across the floor. All right, so we're going to do, which one we're doing first? Bourrée turns, then changements. So, bourrée turns, remember, bourrée, step of bourrée people, when you're doing bourrée turn or bourrée steps, you want them to be really close together and really tight. So, you're up on your toes, you releve like we did while ago at the bar, and then you're turning around with those tiny steps. You're trying to make sure that those legs stay right there together, and you plie. All right, do 5 of those with me real quick. 1, plie, 2, plie, 3, plie, 4, plie, 5, plie. Bring it down, arms come out, bring it around again. Okay, the next thing is changements. Remember, changements are a little tricky because changement literally means changement or change. Okay, you're changing your feet. So you're going to put your foot in 5th position, and then you're going to jump and change your feet. Okay, be sure that you're trying to get those feet back together in 5th position. You ready? We plie, we jump, and we try to change our feet. Notice that I was trying to be as quiet as a mouse. Remember, you don't want to be heard when you're jumping. Okay, so that means you really need to plie in between your jumps and when you land. Ready, plie, jump, change, jump, change, jump, change. One more time, jump, change. Good, check it out. Okay, now we're going to do across the floors, and then that'll be all for this week. We're going to do bourrées across the floor. We're going to do ballet walking, ballet running, and chassés, or you might call them unicorns, whatever you want to call them, but you know that's the real name for them is chassés. Okay? So we're going to start with bourrées. And again, tiny stuffing steps whenever you're doing bourrées. They're right there together. Okay? Just like a sewing machine. Needle just does that thread like. Okay? Ready? Take it over here. We've got the right foot in, not the right foot, we got the left foot in front, and we're going to go that way. Arm goes up when we releve. Remember, we're trying to make it as though there's no space in between our legs. So that means that you're squeezing them tight. You don't want big steps. It's tiny little steps. You can't hardly hear them. Plie. To change our feet, we're going to do a changement. You're going to put the back foot in the front, just like we did a while ago. Good. Bring your arms up. And you're going to bourrée back. Good. Now something really simple, ballet walking. What does that look like? I bet you're already doing it because that's the easiest thing that we do going across the floor. You've got your arms up, you've got your feet on releve, and you got your legs straight. You're trying to walk with your chin up and like your back is straight as a board. Same thing with ballet running. You're trying to keep your back straight, you're trying to keep your chin up, and you're trying to keep your legs pretty straight. Because remember, we're not playing football, we're not running track. We're trying to be graceful, we're trying to be ballerinas, okay? You ready? Again, you don't want it to make a sound. If there was a cat nearby and you're a mouse, you don't want to wake him up, all right? Now I know you always try to mimic me the way that we kind of turn out when we run. All I want you to do right now is worry about tiptoe running. You don't have to get the fancy feet going on right now. So literally just like this is all that I want to see. All right, chassés. Chassé means what? Chassé means to chase, and that's exactly what our feet are doing. They're chasing each other. Another term that they use is gallop. And it is like a horse. That's one reason that y'all say that it's like horses or unicorns, but it's chassé. Ready? We have our hands on our hips. We're going to start with the left foot in front, and our feet chase each other across. Now when we get to the other side, our right foot's in the front, we chassé back across. Okay. Let's see. Is there something else? I thought there was something else. Oh. The last thing I want us to try today is something that we've not tried before. Or we have. But it's been a long time since we've tried it correctly. Most of the time y'all do échappé sautés. You jump out and in and out and in, and that's easy. Y'all got that, okay? I want us to actually do échappés. Échappés are a little bit trickier because they require balance. They require quite a bit of balance to do it right. So, this is what we're going to close with before we say our goodbyes this week. Ready? We need to get in fifth position for this. That means we take our right foot. We're going to put the heel by our toe. And then we're going to keep our hands on our hips at first because I don't think that we're ready to do arms with it. But we're going to plie. And then we're going to releve out on our feet. We're not jumping to it. That's what's confusing because I'm not jumping. Okay, it's hard for me to get close and you get to see my feet, but it's not a jump. You're here like this. It's pretty much like you're relevating outwards, like that. Together, out, together, out, together, out, together, out, together, out, together. It's all those things that we learned earlier combined. You're starting in fifth, you're doing releve, and you're almost doing a dégagé out to bring them back and switch your feet like you do in changement. Okay, so it goes out, then you change your feet. So if I started with the right foot in the front, the left foot's going to be in the front now. Ready? We're going to try it 5 times together. Our hands on our hips. You ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Plie that out. Finish. Good. All right. We're going to try to start our dances in the next couple weeks, but not quite yet. Okay? We're going to get settled with school, and we're going to get used to virtual dance, and then we're going to start our dances. And they're going to be really neat. Again, I'm really excited about what we're going to try to do with our dances. Okay? So, let's say our goodbyes and we'll be finished. Remember, we start in first. Shoulders are back and our back is straight. We say to you and you curtsy behind you. And we say to you, curtsy behind you. And we say to all, hands on your shoulders. Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup means thank you in French. And I thank you for joining me for class today. I hope you have a good rest of your week. And I guess I will see you hopefully next Tuesday. Because I think I know how YouTube works with these things now. So it should be next Tuesday. All right. Bye, guys.